Sure. Everybody up to the up smith. Yes, no, really, yeah, yes, no, ready. So, I'm applying it myself. Second CD. Yeah, we can ask Miss the level. If
Black My Games podcast. Joining me this week is Josh. Hi, Josh. How are you doing?
I am here.
Hi. Also, my name is Jeff. The man, the myth, the legend.
I am also supposedly a legend.
Debatable.
I don't know. I think I'm that big of a legend, I'm sure.
We have no topic list for today, so literally we're just winging it.
Just, wing it like you never wing before.
Just, winging that wing so wingingly hard with all the wings in the world, and
just winging it.
Yeah, I'm just winging it. How was your week, Josh? How was love? How was life?
It was good.
Did you go drinking?
No. It was so far my week has been fine and somewhat normal.
Has it been?
Somewhat normal. It's funny because one guy at our Magic the Gathering cards, I play Commander every Wednesday and sometimes Wednesdays, mostly Saturday. The one guy at our cards, I would say he's mostly more, kind of works a dirty job type of person who's kind of grubby, but yet he tries to be clean as possible type of thing.
He is the person who holds the society together.
Practically.
Yeah, he's the person who is I artificially inseminate cows, and you're like, man. Man,
you make more cows. Okay.
Yeah. He's the person who's I'm the person who goes into sewers treatment plants and dives into pools of shit, and you're like,
and I have to make sure that. I have to make sure the whole thing works, or else everything explodes. Oh!
I have to unless the cities turn into a big shit pile and humanity spreads out, and you're like, that's disgusting.
You know how much humans poop? We poop a lot.
We
love pooping. Wish we could stop pooping.
I want to go up to heaven and see. I want to ask when God gives me a book. The first question I'm going to ask is, book, what was my effect on the world? What is there any legacy? What is
book? If it took all my poop, a 5-foot wall out of my poop, and it's about a foot deep, how long of a wall could I make this poop wall?
Well, that was question number 2. Okay, the first one you make so that way then God's you're like, yeah, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Thanks, God. I really appreciate it. By the way, I got another question to ask the book. Book, if I make a wall that's 5 feet deep, and then, or 5 foot tall, 1 foot deep, and
all my poop.
With all my poop, all of the things that I've excreted out of my asshole, how deep would the wall be? And when God goes,
wow. That would be how long the wall will be.
How long will the wall be? And if it goes 2.36 miles, I'll go, how long is the Mexican border? and then have him go, what are you doing? Wow, that's a
very easy jump over poop wall.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you. I have really small shits, but
oh boy. Literally when I was trying to get onto the podcast, I was like, oh, I should get on the podcast. And I'm like, no, I should go to the bathroom first. Then I went.
We're starting off the podcast instead of talking about Starfield, which I played 45 minutes.
How is Starfield just more what's it? Obsidian, not Obsidian, but more of
a Bethesda game?
Bethesda games and stuff. Is it just more Bethesda?
Yes.
But space?
Yes.
Okay.
It is Skyrim. It's literally, if you said it's Skyrim in space, I would say, oh yeah, that's 100% apt conclusion.
But less glitchier. Probably a lot less glitches than there has been in the past.
I mean, that's an argument you could say. Um, it's it's an okay game. It's not crazy. It's not amazing.
Mm.
It's you play it and you're like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's not. It's the game that's going to ship units this winter.
Oh.
There has been slight controversy with it where Todd Howard said, "Our game runs great on PC. What are you complaining about?"
Yeah.
And then,
to be fair, I think I'm beginning to in his mind, when he's talking, well, who was he talking to? Like The Verge or something?
yeah,
He was probably, I don't know, maybe he was thinking like they probably don't have very good computers or something, but at the same time they should.
I mean, it's The Verge, right? So we're talking
Yeah.
about The Verge.
Yeah.
We all know of The Verge PC build, where the guy did Redemption arc on Linus Tech Tips.
Yeah. Like
But-
he actually kind of knew some stuff, but he didn't have enough time to research anything. So
Well, like the problem with the people like that is like they do the same thing that like all journalist outlets do. Is like, where's content? We need more content. Add more content. Why is there not enough content? What are you doing? What do you mean that there's no content? There's
yeah, I know. If the
and then-
endless pump more content in, we get more revenue out.
yeah, and then there's also like the people who are like, well, I just care about Apple products, and you're like, good for you.
Uh-huh.
They're a shit computer.
Uh-huh.
That's just me.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
Yes.
What we were talking about? Fucking,
Star Citizen.
Starfield.
Starfield.
Starfield. Oh, and, yeah, Star Citizen 2. Did that ever come out yet? No.
No. There's also another controversy which I don't know if Josh wants to talk about.
Is it about Star Citizen?
Starfield.
Oh, Starfield. Okay, well, I don't know. Starfield, then whatever. Yeah, we could talk about it.
Yeah, Starfield. There was controversy about pronouns in the game.
Oh, really?
Grady. Yeah, people got mad.
Oh,
Big debate online.
is there he, her, it?
I think it's he, them. I think it's he, she, them. And if you're somebody like me, who, like, just doesn't give a shit, I was just like,
You're like, oh, okay, whatever. There's options, and he just kept going.
well, like, I understand what people are saying. They're like, well, we should include pronouns in the game because, it makes it more inclusive. And then everyone else is like, bro, I literally don't fucking care. Like, why is this in the fucking video game? And then you have people like me going, it's a woke ass video game. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's always going to be there. And to be honest, if you wanted to get mad about a video game, there are better things to get mad about the video game for. Playing that game, you just feel like as if there's like massive problems with it. So, one of them being like, you play it and you're like, oh, the shooting's just bad. Like, it's okay, but it's just bad. The guns have no feedback.
I don't know. Is the game like a 6 out of 10?
It's a 6 out of 10. It's a solid 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is also another gripe I heard is that sure you have open places to go and walk around in, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do.
Yeah, like it's just a whole lot of nothing. But if you just fast travel to where you need to go, you probably get better experience.
When and here's another thing. Okay, so when you play No Man's Sky, and you're like I'm bored. I'm going to leave this message. I'm going to leave this planet, and I'm going to go away. And you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to do that. And you get into your ship, and you fly up, and then you eventually leave the atmosphere. Okay? And it's a very seamless experience, this is. Okay? You hit... Okay? Do you want to know that experience in Star Citizen?
What?
A game that's developed by, I would assume, 100 people?
Mm-hmm.
You get into your ship, you sit down in your ship, and you get into your ship, the game loads an environment. Okay?
Yeah.
So you get into your ship, okay, so it's very obvious it loads up an environment. You're like, okay, cool. This is really interesting. Then you go to the cockpit, you sit down in said cockpit, and then the game goes, okay, do you want to launch? Do you want to go into orbit? And you hit, yeah, I kind of want to launch and fly around this planet, kind of look around, see if there's anything cool else on this planet, anything at all. The game goes, okay, hit X. And you go, oh, okay. So you hit X. And the game loads that screen. And you're like, why? Why did you do this? So it loads up the screen, and then you're in orbit around the planet, and you're like, oh, okay. Okay. Well, I kind of want to do some flying around and see what happens in the space. I kind of want to go explore the star system, see if there's anything weird out there, Being a true explorer.
Mm.
Do you want to know what you do, Josh?
What?
Go to your star map, you go to your star map and you're like, oh, this is literally this is kind of like Mass Effect there, you don't actually have direct control of your ship or anything like that. That's kind of weird, So you go to your star map and you're like, I want to go here. Okay? And like in Mass Effect where like they're like, okay, Joker's gonna take you in, you get a nice cool cutscene, the game hides your loading screen and all that stuff. Okay? Perfectly fine, makes sense. Okay? The game's like, okay, cool, we're gonna fly you there. So you go there and you're like, okay. And then it's like, we're gonna load again. You're like, really? Really? Fucking
Really?
Yeah. Really?
Really?
Really? I just feel a little disappointed.
Really?
I just feel a little disappointed. If you're lucky, you get some space combat. That is okay. It's fine. It's serviceable. It's a combination of FTL, system management, and shooting, which is pretty well done. And then you get the other thing that's really another thing that's like pretty irritating, which is you're like playing the game and you're like, okay, cool. Like, so I'm going to explore this map around and see what I can find. And you hop out, you start looking at things, and you're like, okay, cool. This is pretty cool. This is kind of No Man's Sky-ish. And yeah. And then when you get into the story, do you want to know the story, Josh?
What?
Mass Effect 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's the entire plot of Star Citizen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the plot is you touch shiny beacon thing, and then you have space vision.
Cool.
Yeah. Game is weird and mediocre, and I don't know if I like it. I need to play more of it. If you're a Game Pass guy, I think that you would enjoy it. I think that if you have Game Pass, you'll probably enjoy it a lot. If you're somebody like a massive Bethesda fan, it's not going to be like Skyrim or Oblivion. It's just, hey, watch Loading Screen Simulator, the game. That's my personal opinion on it. I need to play more of it, of course, but like, when you have a game that comes out the same time as Baldur's Gate, and it's a game where you can literally steal the panties from all of your companions.
Okay.
or you have like you can do a bunch of like crazy shit in Dungeons and Dragons, or you have games like No Man's Sky out there where literally, as I said, you can literally go from landing on a planet to going into outer space, and it's one seamless entire interaction.
Mm-hmm.
You end up, and this is what you produce. It kind of feels like as if it's, hey, let's watch Loading Screen Simulator. Obviously, though, I think it's a lot better than. Obviously, I got to play more of it, so I'm probably going to do a little bit of that when I finish up Armored Core, which I'm almost done-ish, I think.
Almost.
Yeah, and then I got New Game Plus.
Yep.
My games were great. It's okay. I would, you know what? I would actually be interested if Josh wanted to come over and play it. He can. He can come over and play so many games.
So many.
Play all of that game.
I did play something, I think. I have to go look at my Steam, see if I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I think that you would. I think that you should try it and give your opinions on it.
Although, I have seen a lot of video of it, and I'm like, it just looks like fucking Skyrim and stuff. It's just space with more guns. If anything, it's Fallout in space with more guns.
You know, and you know what? That's not entirely wrong. But you know what else is really funny about that?
What?
They go, we're doing a NASA-style aesthetic here. We're going to do NASA-style aesthetic. We're doing neo-NASA. I think that's what they call it.
Okay.
And you play it, and you're like, this is kind of cool.
Okay.
Like, the style of the game so far is very unique. And it's just weird. Because as I play it, I'm like, man, I really like this kind of idea of this neo-NASA kind of looking like society. And then as I play it, I'm just like, oh, it could be so much better. Could be so much better. Obviously, if they make a Star Citizen 2, it will actually be better, but, you know. And you're not entirely wrong when you say, like, it looks kind of like Fallout. You're not entirely wrong, but it has, instead of, like, that corporatist kind of looking environment, it looks more kind of like the space shuttle and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's color in the universe. Unlike Fallout 3, which had colors of beige. If that makes sense.
Right.
Right.
Well, whatever. It does look like fun space exploration / you can make your own ship, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
As for video games I played, didn't play anything new, although I got an impossible achievement on Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which I feel happy about.
I still need to play that game.
It's good. I like it. It's
I
fun
think I have
exploration.
I have it installed. I literally haven't bought it. I played it for 1 minute.
I mean, again, if whenever you feel like, I'm gonna play this weird venture platformer sports game, then or extreme sports game, then yeah, like, it's fun. The one achievement I got in the game that is technically, I would say it's impossible because it just feels like it's impossible, but I somehow got it. It was get a basketball into a hoop. And you're like, how is this achievement? And you start realizing, oh, you don't have an actual way of aiming a ball or, you know, grabbing it and just throwing it in. You have to do karate kicks at a ball just so you can try to launch it into a hoop. So So basically it was just me running around for like a good, I think, 30 minutes, just kicking several balls around, going, hopefully this will get in, maybe this one will get in, maybe this one will get in, maybe this one will get. Oh, I touched the rim, but it didn't get in. Maybe
Damn
this
it.
one will... Yeah, actually, there's several times I was so close and it didn't get in. And I was like, fuck.
Fuck.
So I kept trying, and I actually got the achievement somehow.
I am the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep me down because I am the best around. Let me tell you, Jeff, I am so good at this video game that you totally do not care about because...
Yep, I am so good at it. No, right now it's when I'm playing Bomb Rush, I'm trying to... There's extra characters to unlock. There's actually kind of more hidden stuff within the game I'm starting to realize. So I was like, oh, I should figure all this other hidden stuff out. So that's another part of it. Yeah, like, so far me is just cleaning up extra things in the game. Getting that stupid basketball in with karate kicks is pretty good.
I'm going to get this basketball in with karate kicks. That's not how you get a basketball in. You shoot it. I'm going to do this.
Yeah, literally, I could have wished I could yell at these characters in the video game and go, fucking pick it up. Just fucking pick it up. It was just funny. And did I do anything else new? Actually, I also did buy Sniper Elite 4 because it was really cheap.
Are you going to shoot people in the balls, Josh?
Maybe. I'm more of shooting them in the brain so they die, but shooting them in the crotch, I guess that works.
I mean, you can make the German military men into transvestites very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you shoot them in the penis, I mean, you could just explode their penis, Josh.
I don't, man, I just want to kill them. I don't want to torture anyone.
Look, Josh, they're Nazis. They're not people.
I mean, true. Killing them is more humane.
Josh, do you not understand? They threw Jews into...
You get rid of the problem, you don't keep the problem around.
If you shoot them in the balls, they're going to live their life in agony. I don't know. I think that's more than enough for, what they did to the poor 6 million Jews that they threw into ovens.
Whatever. I'm just gonna shoot them.
You're gonna shoot them in the ball. You're gonna shoot them in the face.
I'm gonna shoot them whenever I can, however I can.
Josh, what do you have against human rights tribunals?
It just feels like they ever made their choice, and it's like, all right, I made my choice too.
I mean, it's not like they wouldn't die anyways, because like the fact of the matter is, if you got shot in the pecker, you're probably gonna fucking have that shit get infected, and then you're just gonna die a slow, agonizing death. So,
yeah. I mean, also, like, it's your pelvis, so like may or may not hit something else in your pelvis. So it's
yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, that's also painful.
Yeah. That's the point.
I don't know. I'm just more of the clean cut killing, I guess.
That's good to know.
See, if I was Mortal Kombat Fatality, I would be the clean cut kill and be like, "Oh, you just go straight for it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't do this fancy shit. Why? It's just gross."
That's fair enough.
I'd be what's her name? Melina? No, not Melina. It's the green one. What's the green one called? Katrina? No.
Katrina Steiner?
No, in
Patriot
Mortal Kombat.
of the...
No, Mortal Kombat, the green ninja chick. I forget her name.
Jade?
Is it Jade?
It's Jade.
Okay, yeah. So a lot of her fatalities is like clean kills. So I guess I would be kind of more Jade-like in killing.
I mean, it's really disappointing what they've done to poor innocent Jade. She went from sexy hot chick to zombie. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. The universe got restarted, so she's not zombie anymore.
I mean, doesn't help that the new universe is the one where she's a zombie in.
Oh, is she a zombie in that one too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
They're like, well, we're gonna make her, into like an undead thing, and it's like, but she was so hot before. Why would you do this? Now they're like, no, you can't have hot women, and I'm like, no.
Oh, here's Molina.
Don't you want fucked up teeth face?
Do you want fucked up teeth face that could supposedly hurt your innards a lot?
And it's like, maybe, I don't know. Oh. So, yeah. You're going to shoot people in the face. You're going to be that clean guy. You're going to be like, I'm putting you out of your misery. And they're like, bitch, they were never in misery to begin with.
Oh.
Okay. Do we have a topic? Something else to talk about? Sorry.
Anything else to talk about?
I guess there's a news topic here somewhere.
Should start rifling through papers. Talk about this? No.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
Director has enrolled all DLC. That's good to know.
Oh. There's gonna maybe some DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Where Ninja Turtles are gonna be DLC.
Todd Howard said mod support is on its way next year. There's already mods. People have been blocking. Nexus Mod has been blocking some mods, but that's besides the point. They still exist. Life Informer, composer of Tunic and Dustfort, hit with false DMSC claim. Soundtracks taken down from streaming services. That
sucks.
That's kind of shitty.
It sounds like a troll is freaking doing it too, which that sucks even further.
That's probably it. I'm on r/games right now, so I'm trying to find something. Was there? Oh, I guess Fulgrim got announced in fucking Warhammer 30k Chaos Primarch's Ascension range, and people are upset by it.
Oh no.
Yeah, 40k stuff. New Elon Musk confirms that his third child with Grimes will be named Forrest Lupical. That's interesting. And r/games is a fucking retarded community, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any major gaming news on r/games. Let's check another subreddit. Josh, do you have any news to talk about?
Do I have any news to talk about? Trying to think. Nah. Oh, there's a little factoid about Pokemon Go.
Oh boy.
That it's someone on the Reddit figured out, or on the Pokemon what's the name of that Pokemon Reddit? The Sylph Road.
Mm-hmm.
The Sylph Road. They figured out that in Pokemon Go, it has more Pokemon that you can catch than the mainline games.
In Pokemon Go.
Yeah. So basically in Pokemon Go, you can catch more Pokemon than you can the mainline games. Because for whatever reason, the mainline games, they capped it at a certain point of like, this is the maximum amount of Pokemon in the game you can have. It's weird. I don't know why they did that.
Probably because of a memory limitation or something like that.
So that's the thing. It's like everyone's like, maybe memory limitation, maybe it's like a lot of work to do for like every single Pokemon to have animations and stuff. I agree, but they're Pokemon. They're literally god of money. They can pay their way out of this, and they don't. It's just aggravating.
You're asking Nintendo and the Pokemon Company in order to actually do something. Josh, Nintendo literally shipped an expansion pack for Breath of the Wild and charged $90 for it, and is probably going to get massive amounts of rewards. So you're acting surprised? That's...
Oh, I know. It's just sucky because it's like you can literally pay your way out of this and you refuse to.
We could do a lot of things and it wouldn't be that hard, but they're just going to do it anyways. Oh, here's the new one. RX 7800 and 7700 XTs reviews came in. $500 graphics cards. They're $500 and $450 respectively, and they're actually pretty reasonable priced.
Oh, that's
they're
good.
Actually really good. They're okay. They're better than some.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Because man, it sucks that you'd be like, "Hey, this is really expensive," and it's no different than the ones from 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually reasonably priced. It beats the 4060 and the 4060 Ti, which is good. And it actually kind of, it works for what AMD has been trying to do. So it's actually really good to see. New graphics cards are becoming cheaper. So, somebody like you can actually afford a graphics card, Josh.
What? Oh my god, what? No way. I can afford one.
Yeah, you could afford a graphics card.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Don't you want one, Josh?
A graphics card?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. I have to get new everything, though, at this point.
I mean, we could easily do a build, Josh. That would be...
Yeah, but is it like could be like $1,000 or more? Than money I probably don't have.
Just don't buy Magic the Gathering cards for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Or 2 paychecks.
Yeah. I'll do it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do it, Josh. I believe in you.
I could kind of do it.
Pretty sure. Yeah, no. New graphics card came out, actually pretty well reviewed. Looks pretty good. Everything else is pretty good. And yeah, it's actually well reviewed. It's a new graphics card, mid-range. It's better than the 4060. It's reasonably priced. You're getting actually decent performance. Yeah. And it can play pretty much everything. Well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and LEGO announced the Concorde with the droop suit snoot.
Okay.
So, LEGO Concorde plane coming out. Its snoot will droop.
Okay.
Do you have anything, Josh?
Nah.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, thank you, Josh. Thank you, listener, for listening to the Black Man Games podcast. This has been a slow episode. We don't really have anything to talk about.
Nothing.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a good day. Bye. I don't know how I feel about that, but at the same time, I think you're right.
Like, he can't act like a human at all. Like, he has to have, like, a handler, like, at all times.
He needs like a somebody to help him out and just be there for him.
Exactly. But, I mean, he's also terrible because Asperger's, so I don't know what's gonna happen for him.
I mean, didn't he? Is he the same guy who like went into a GameSpot and then pepper sprayed everyone?
No, that's someone else.
I thought that was him.
No, that's someone else.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
I don't know. I just don't like it how people are like, you should respect his pronouns. It's like, bro, fucked his grandma. No, I'm not respecting jack shit.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he did mace a GameStop.
No, that I don't think that was him.
Reveals he maced a GameStop, according to the Sun UK, which has. Let me see if my news guard works. 74 out of 50. Gathering and presents information responsibly is not clearly labeled and clearly labels advertising. So, yeah, Christian apparently maced a GameStop, according to his rap sheet.
Oh, then there's probably some other person who also maced the fuck it. Like, there's another incident I'm remembering. It was like, it wasn't him, it was someone else.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe I'm mistaking it for the one that just like fucked a shelf and then left because got pissy about it or something.
Well, there's been so many bad instances of like people doing dumb shit in GameStop. Like there's one where the GameStop employee kept on saying sir. And
well, it was probably just trained to a point of just saying that at anything.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
every single retail employee has been in that situation where they've been like, sir, I don't honestly give a shit. I'm just going to say what I think works, sir. And then you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, fuck. Shit. Damn it. Crap. I've completely fucked up here. And you're in that situation and you're like, fuck. And that was one of those situations where you could tell the person who was getting really pissy in the clip just had a really shitty day. So you kind of know, you're like, yeah, okay, I know what's going to happen here. So that one, but like things happen at GameStops all the time. It's very sad.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. Do we have anything to talk about this week?
There's some stuff that happened. I know there's game news for some stuff.
What game news happened this week?
Well, I have to actively put my cell phone down and type on a keyboard.
I have to actively do my job for the show.
Yeah, exactly. I have to actively look at something.
And it's not tits. That's very sad.
Aw. Maybe the video game news has tits in it.
Yeah.
I mean, majority of
Starfield came out. I played a little bit of Starfield.
Oh, that's good.
It's okay.
I mean, majority of my game news is from Reddit for the most part.
Oh, yeah, the most trusted source in all of the internet, Reddit.
No, I just look at the titles and I'm good.
I love the people who, like, you'll be in a right-wing I love the people who, like, you're like, I'm in a right-wing like subreddit or a libertarian subreddit, and they just join and they're like, communism has never been tried, and you just watch them and you're like, okay, I get it. Nobody on this site ever goes into your subreddits because we honestly don't care. We think that you're pathetic little shits.
I mean, the only people that go in there are people who want to look for it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So,
yeah. These circles don't blend into anything.
Yeah. And then it's like they just join and they're like I'm the best, and it's like, and I'm so, and you're like, I honestly don't think about you. I hope you get shot.
Hey, looks like the new new Nintendo patent suggests Switch 2 may solve Joy-Con drift.
You mean the thing that was already solved?
By what?
Hall effect.
Is it?
Yes, you can get Hall effect Joy-Cons.
Oh, I should look into that. Is it better than their freaking Contact one?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, how does it work? Or do you know?
Magnets.
How do they work?
Magnets. It's literally magnetism.
The
way it works is instead of like
the joke. It's the ICP Insane Clown Posse. Magnets? How do they work?
Magnets. You can hold on. Hall effect joystick upgrade will fix your Switch. Yes. So I want to get them. I want to get Hall sensing Joy-Con sticks. I want to do that to all of my Joy-Cons.
Could you just get them on Amazon, or are they not out yet?
They exist. The problem is that like everything in the world, when you search a fucking part on DuckDuckGo, Google, any fucking website with a basic fucking search engine, instead of sitting there and saying, here's the fucking part and here's where to buy the fucking part, they go, hey man, guess what? Gizmodo wrote an article. Don't you want to read Gizmodo? And you're like, no, I actually don't give a shit. But you have to read Gizmodo. They're the first fucking subject. And you're like, I will fucking throw my fucking body off of my fucking deck if I have to read Gizmodo. Just to fucking get these fucking stupid fucking bullshit motherfucker. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find it. It's called... There it is. There we go. Okay. There we go. Here you go, Josh. There you go. And, yeah, now I have to find them for myself, because I kind of want one, too. For my Switch. You there, Josh?
Guild Kit. I'm just clicking on links.
Guild
Kit.
The problem with Hall effect stuff, though, is that they tend to be expensive. So they're...
So instead of $100 controller, it's going to be a $120 controller.
It's No. Yes. Fuck you. It's going to be $160,000. Yeah. Where can I buy these? I want to buy them. Let me buy them. Yes. Yeah. No. Joystick drift wasn't a big. You remember when joystick drift wasn't a big problem?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, back in the day when nobody gave a shit.
I mean, they worked differently. Definitely. It was more... It's not spring-based, was it?
It was all... No, it was still the same bullshit.
Okay. Because, like... If I remember what the gizmos inside each controller had, I think it was more based on springs than it is on, like... graphite on paper, so you could rub it off, and then it will eventually not work. Like... I always thought like, wow, you put literal graphite on paper, and then you thought that was a good idea. Like, not the best.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not the best.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to find them so that way then I can send you the link so that way then you can be like, oh, they're there. $31
Per one?
for 2.
Oh, it's not that terrible.
Yeah.
Send me a... Give me the link.
I am. Give me a second. I'm looking to see if I can find... There it is.
Also, I realized that you said 3 or 4, and I'm like, yes!
Yeah, you literally do that.
Yeah,
you did that.
I literally did that.
You were like, I was like, oh, what time do you want to do the podcast? 3 or 4? You were like, yes. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta apply for, I have to apply for more jobs, so I'll do that when we're done the show. Actually, I can do that while we're recording the show. Oh, I played Starfield. It's bad.
As you're filling it out, Starfield bad. Interest, Starfield bad.
It is. I've come to the conclusion that there's 2 types of Bethesda players in the world.
Yeah.
There are people who love Bethesda's every move, and then there's sane, rational adults who, are sane and rational,
Ah, sane and rational.
Yes. No, that's confusing, but can't help but state the obvious. So, yeah, I've been playing I played a little bit of Starfield. I played a little bit more Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate. Games are good, except for modern gaming. But that's besides the point. What do we want to sync and start the show, Josh?
Sure.
Sync in 3, 2, 1. Sync.